Hello, everybody. We are live. We took a bit of a break from Mindset Mastery. I have a new host and a new producer, and that is Daniel Intrieri. Can we see Daniel? Is he on the screen at all?
You can't see me, but
Why not?
you can
only
hear me.
you.
You can hear me. You just
Why,
can't see me.
why are you afraid to be on camera with Paulie G?
I'm never scared.
Never at all. Okay, so anyhow, as I mentioned, Mindset Mastery took a bit of a sabbatical, I guess you could say. We went to Europe and Asia. We checked out different podcasts, and we wanted to bring the best of the best to everyone. Today's title is "Why Are We Here? What Are We Doing?"
That's it.
I think that's a good one because in life, can you tell the guy to turn down the radio, please?
I know, right? It's inconsiderate. They don't know what's going on.
He's outside or something. Why are we here? And I think a lot of us never really pose to ask that question, because if we ask that question, the answer may be, okay, what do I want in life? And having said that, Daniel, do you know what you want in life?
I don't think so.
Yeah, most of us don't. And that's not a right or wrong answer, but it's an answer that leads to another question. Why don't you know what you want? And I think we're just such a product of our environment, the way we were brought up by our parents or our caregivers, and we just go through the motions, and we have an idea, but if we get a more, I guess, a more understanding of what we want, where we want to be, what we want to do, that will enable us to be a bit more happy, and more fulfilled, right, Daniel?
That's right.
So let me ask you this, Daniel. If I could give you like 3 wishes, and the first wish cannot be I want more wishes.
I can't cheat the system then.
Oh, right. You got 3 wishes. What would one of those wishes be, in all seriousness? Think at it.
I would say
No, I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. But I would probably say for me and my family to live comfortably, to be able to and not have to worry about anything.
Okay. And when you say that, I would assume you mean financially.
Right.
But I would also think you also mean health-wise too.
Yep.
God forbid, you got plenty of money and then you get sick.
Yeah.
You don't want that either.
No.
So that's a common wish, if you will, a common request by a lot of people.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times we don't know how to do that. We don't have like a game plan or a roadmap to help us get to that point. And that's what I help people get to, is that roadmap that they need, whether it be their physical fitness, their financial fitness, their relationships, their vocation, their career opportunity, those types of things. And once you have a process, it's like once you have a workout in the gym, you're going to get more fit generally. Yeah. Unless you don't eat like a pig after you get out of the gym, like Paulie G sometimes. You know what I mean?
I'm guilty of it too.
We all are. Okay, so one wish for Daniel would be to financial independence, financial freedom, as well as health and stuff. What's another wish? Like the genie is boom out of the bottle. It may be Robin Williams' voice.
That right? Yeah.
But the genie.
Yeah.
He's a little scary looking.
Scary
looking.
He might be.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe not. You're right. Maybe not.
Maybe it'd be that big blue one from Aladdin. With
that's Robin Williams. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't that scary. He was funny.
He was a funny guy.
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot. So we got a second wish coming up. What does that look like for you?
Oh boy.
Well, there's a motorcycle out there.
I would wish that motorcycle.
You know what? I don't know if they can hear it as much as we can, though. I really don't. I don't know if they can hear it as pronounced.
I can hear it a little bit, but it's definitely there. People can definitely
I'll yell
hear
to them next time.
Yeah. Tell them
Hey, buddy, easy on the throttle here. Trying to record a podcast.
Yeah, these guys, they're inconsiderate.
You know, we assume it's a guy. Could be a woman.
Of course, of course.
Okay, so second wish is coming. We don't want to waste it.
Right.
We don't want to be vague. Want to be pretty descriptive. By the way, let's take a timeout right now.
Yeah.
This building's being repointed on the outside.
Yeah.
It looks great.
It
You know,
does.
they got the bricks all nice. They look good, and the colored white in between.
I don't know who's doing it, but they're doing a phenomenal job.
They're doing a great job. So a little shout out to the Welch building here.
Oh,
I think Aaron Bliven is the owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sam Bliven, the late Sam Bliven's son. So anyway, that looks good.
Yeah.
And we're right across from the library, so that kind of enhances things.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause that's always a good looking building.
Before coming in here, you could read a book or two, get some knowledge.
I can't read two. I'm not that quick of a reader.
Yeah.
I'm wicked slow. Better than your father.
Yeah.
I'm wicked slow. Yeah.
He doesn't read for his life.
Don't like it. Don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
And then I shouldn't go at him with great books to read. I should go at him with maybe some videos or YouTube literature to check out.
Send him this video after.
Oh, jeez. He'd be revitalized, you know, for sure.
He'll definitely be revitalized.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So that's what's nice about this community. You know what I mean? One of my best friends' kid, I'm doing a podcast with.
That's right.
You know, and we're banging it out.
We're not scared either.
Well, not scared anymore.
Never. I don't think we ever were.
No, I don't think we were. No, until the cops caught you. Then you were a little scared.
Then we got a little scared.
How about, by the way, have you ever been chased by the cops?
I can't say that I have, unless I'm getting pulled over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but you never were chased by the cops.
Right.
That's good. That's a good
thing. Good. Never been chased by the cops.
And as a matter of fact, they're coming in next.
That's right.
So we can look it up to see if they have been chasing you.
They could check the records. I'm clean.
You're a good guy.
I'm a good guy as far as I know. Yeah.
We call Carlo says that.
I'm a good nephew.
Carlo.
That's what he'll say. He'll say I'm a good nephew.
All right. So wish number 2. We beat around the bush enough.
Yep.
What are we thinking here?
I think I've had enough time to think with a little bit, and I think wish number 2 would probably be to teleport anywhere.
Teleportation. Okay, I like that.
It's unrealistic.
So in other words, you can do teleporting anytime.
Yep, anytime any place.
Okay. Now I'm gonna pose the first question. I want to go. Can you take somebody with you?
I think the rule is you can, as long as they're touching you. They have to be apart. They have to be touching you.
Okay, we gotta be like holding each other's hand or
something.
Yeah.
So say you want to go to like Bora Bora right now. We'll hold hands, and then I'll be like, all right, we're going to Bora Bora. Boom, and then we're there.
Wow, I kind of like that.
Yeah, and with financial, that first wish granted, we don't have to worry.
Right, we'll bring some loot.
That's right.
Because anything you have on your person goes with you.
It goes with me.
And if we got an account, though, it doesn't matter with technology nowadays.
I don't got to worry about it.
Or
as long as I got it with me in my pocket.
You loot.
Yeah.
Okay. So where would you go if you were to teleport right now? Would you go to a place, and where would it be? And would you go with anyone?
I would probably go somewhere tropical. It's summertime. I want to be able to.
There's a lot of tropical places in the world.
Yeah.
I want some description there.
I'll say Bora Bora, since I use it as an example, and it's a beautiful.
Do we
place.
know where that is geographically?
Ooh, no.
It's in the South Pacific, I think.
I actually have an episode of my podcast that me and Sammy did where we played this game called GeoGuessr, where you get put at a place on Google Maps, and then you have to guess where you are. And as you could tell, I didn't do a super great job because I have terrible geography.
Yeah, well, don't keep saying that.
Right.
Because the more you say you're terrible, the more terrible you'll be.
Exactly. No, I have great geography.
Okay, so Bora Bora, because it's tropical.
It's tropical.
And the thing is, you don't have to hang out there for an extended period of time. I think 10 days would be more than enough.
It'd be perfect. And then come right home, be good.
Okay, would you go alone?
I would either take friends and or family. So we probably all get in a nice big circle. Everyone's holding hands.
Can we all touch together? We don't have to directly be touching you, do we?
I think like say someone's holding my hand, say you're holding my hand, and then
someone holds my hand.
If someone holds your other hand, that's kind of connected.
That's the loop.
It's the loop.
Electricity will still be alive there.
You perfect. You get it.
Wow. I'm liking that.
So it's a nice little circle.
Okay. Who on that list of friends and family do you have as a definite?
Definitely my immediate family. So
like mom and dad,
mom, dad, brother, sister. And then
would they go? You think?
Oh, of course. We're financially comfortable. We don't got to worry about jobs and none of that.
But what if Eva wants to bring Connor?
Absolutely.
He's just got to be holding hands with somebody.
You got to be holding hands with somebody.
I met his father, by the way.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, Nick.
Yep.
I met him at the party.
Yep.
And he had no clue who I was until I mentioned to him who my daughter was. Like, oh my goodness, we see her all the time.
Yeah, everyone
pops in. Kind of like your house.
Oh, yeah.
She's at your house more than my house. Hey, what are you going to do?
I probably end up seeing her tonight or something.
Yeah, you may. Although she's working every day at the daycare. Okay, so now financial independence was wish number one, as well as health.
Right.
Wish number two was teleporting to wherever you wanted to go.
Yep.
The first teleport would probably be to Bora Bora because it's tropical.
Yeah.
And the option next would be you would like to bring people,
of course,
specifically immediate family and friends.
Some closer, yeah.
Okay. How about like a companion? Do you have like a relationship companion that you would be romantically involved with?
No.
Is that a true statement?
No, I don't have like a girlfriend or anything like that. So
is she listening?
No.
You don't think she's listening?
Well, if she's out there and we're not dating yet, yeah, she could be listening. She could be out there.
I want her to be listening to this, though. You know what I mean? So that's intriguing there. So that might be an option.
That could be a wish to have the perfect.
Yeah,
wife.
we only got one more left, so we don't want to waste it.
Exactly. There's a few things you could go here. You could change anything as far as appearance, like that relationship. Where else could you go? Maybe perfect weather. I don't know. We have a pretty perfect day today.
Yeah, today's a good day.
It's a good day today.
It's still long sleeve for Paulie G though.
Is that so?
So I'm over 50 now.
All right.
You know what I mean? So the temperature threshold has raised a bit. Usually over 60 degrees.
That's how it goes.
But now it's got to be probably over 70 for me.
Oh wow.
Maybe 68, depending on the day.
Well, yeah.
We're
never scared of the weather.
No, never. Okay. So what I want to do right now is to help the audience as well as yourself understand that anything in the world that we want to change, the only way to get it is for us to change our thinking.
Okay.
So if we change our thinking, the way we think about it, because a lot of times, like, I can't get that, or I could never end up with her, or have that type of an income, or do that, and we give reasons why we can't have it, as opposed to reasons why we can. And that's why a lot of the ultra successful people are uneducated in the sense of academia. You know what I mean? A lot of them are entrepreneurial, and they do a ton of self-study. They do a ton of study in what they want to do. They're very educated in that respect, but they don't necessarily need 7 years of education, so to speak, you know, in a particular field. So that's promising. So, you know, we could have any one of those things. All right. So we're just 20 past the hour here. We got one wish left. What are we going to say? Right now we're teleporting and we're healthy and wealthy. You know, what more can you ask for, I guess? I
guess.
That perfect companion might be on the list, but I think you would attract that perfect companion by the way you become. Now, the only thing I want to caution you on is the wealth, the health, the teleportation. you don't want to become a jerk.
No.
And generally, if the more money you get, the more you become of what you already are.
Yeah.
So if you're a cheap dude, you're going to be a rich cheap dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of the case. So
I guess.
All right. So what are we going to say on? I think we call this episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah, Paulie G, Mindset Mastery with Daniel.
Of course.
You go by Daniel. You don't go by. At least I call you Daniel. Do people call you Dan?
I get both. I definitely get both.
Like your buddies.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I don't get Danny though.
You don't get Danny.
I've never gotten it.
I've never gotten it.
I know it's a
You haven't put it out. Maybe.
I guess not.
You don't need it.
Yeah. I like Dan though. Danny. I'll take anything.
Daniel. I always knew you as Daniel.
Yeah.
But maybe that's because that's what everybody called you.
Close family and friends.
Yeah. All right. So wish number 3.
I feel like you can't go appearance if you want, because then say you want the perfect partner. She's not going to care what you look like. Because then I could easily wish, I wish I was a little taller. I wish I had this, that, and the third. Perfect this, that, perfect face, perfect body, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ask for the perfect relationship partner, she's not going to care. He or she, depending on who's making these, who's granting wishes and who's getting the wishes.
Yeah, if you turn gay,
that too. That's always an option.
But yes, you are right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And what someone told me is, you want the perfect mate, get your journal, write down every single feature down to the color of her hair, her attitude, her likes, her interests. Go through that list week after week and just absorb it. Then write down what you need to become to attract a person like that. That's like, ooh, wow, there's some work there.
Yeah.
Because then there's the change that comes in, and that's the thinking, changing by the way we think. So
right.
When it comes to relationships, we're kind of teetering around that, but I want to know wish 3. What's it going to be?
I guess I do like the perfect partner, because then you don't have to worry about appearance and changing anything like that.
The perfect romantic partner.
Correct.
Like the spouse.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get married?
Yeah.
What age?
Ooh. I'd say like 30s. Hopefully. 30s. Early to mid 30s.
Okay. So you got a lot of oats to sow at this point.
Yeah, I got plenty of time. I'm in my early 20s, so I have at least a decade to just kind of relax,
chill out,
and chill chillax, not be scared, do what I want to do.
Right, that's important. Not to be scared. If our audience could get anything from this episode today,
it's not to be scared and to squeeze and rub sometimes.
Squeeze and rub it. That's what you have to do sometimes. A lot of people listening may understand that. They may not.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna come at the audience again next week sometime. We'll pick a date. We'll figure it out. We'll snap on here.
We'll throw it on the channel.
It's like the grill.
Yeah.
Put a couple steaks on there.
Oh,
Your dad's good at doing that.
Grill. Yeah, he's pretty good. He knows how to do it.
He likes making that happen, especially when he's got suntan oil on.
Yeah, we always make it happen.
So always happy.
He's got to teach me that.
All right, buddy. So we're out. We're going to meet next week. We're going to have another topic. We're going to get people mentally motivated.
Get people thinking.
To do what they want, to achieve what they want.
Of course.
Okay. I've never closed this out, so I don't know how to close this out here.
Well, I guess we'll do it together. We'll say this has been Mindset Mastery with Paulie G from Westerly.
Yeah. And the host, the co-host.
And the co-host / producer, Daniel Intrieri.
Yeah,
so
I want him on camera.
Next time I will be.
I want you to come on.
For now,
to see you.
For now, we have your beautiful shining face.
Exactly. All right, we'll see everybody later. Where are we? Right up there.
That's it.